Hey writers, welcome back to my channel. Some of you have been requesting me to talk more about my poetry. I know that one of my little writer friends in our community, she wanted me to do more of my poetry, and then I know a couple others did, but I can't exactly remember. So I thought I'd make a little video talking about my poetry. I am so sorry I haven't posted a long form video in a while. I'm trying my best, but I did just get a lot of shorts lined up, so that's great. But I haven't been able to figure out a video to make. I've been struggling to come up with an idea for a video. Usually I have 5 video ideas and I'm just getting more every day, so I always have a video to make. So I'm really glad that I thought of talking about my poetry. I haven't done a writer chat since my book talk deep dive video, so I've just been doing vlogs lately, so I thought it would be nice to kind of just have a more chill kind of chat about some of my works, and I really haven't talked about it a lot, so this is gonna be fun. I'm so sorry that the lighting is really bad. This is the best setup that I have, so we're gonna have to work with it. So first I wanted to talk about what I write about. So I wanted to discuss the main topics that I usually choose to write about. Usually I write about stuff that is really emotional and dear to my heart, which I know sounds like, oh, isn't that what everyone does? But for me, it's just this certain feeling I get about stuff where it's it really just takes a toll, a tug on my heart, and those are really important to me. And also just stuff that happens in society or even politics, that I just feel is really important, as well as replicating some emotions, just picking an emotion, maybe worry or anxiety, maybe hope, maybe sorrow, and just writing a poem about that one emotion, or even weaving a few together. 2, I wanted to talk about what is my poetry writing style, which you're probably like, isn't that the same thing that you just talked about? I mean, it's kind of different because the first thing I wanted to talk about was what I write about. Now I want to tell you about how I write those things, what my style is. And that is probably I do lots of symbolism. If you've ever read any of my works, you know I love symbolism. Just reading my published book, Happy Hotline. Oh my goodness, it has so much symbolism in it, and any bits of poetry or quotes that I've put out, it's my favorite thing ever. So I do lots of that, and I also like certain themes that are kind of fantastical or whimsical. I like doing fairy stuff. I like doing maybe haunting or horror stuff. Just anything like that I like weaving into my poems because it just makes the finished product even better. But other than that, I feel there's not anything super unique about my poetry writing style. I do, obviously the whole point of poetry is that it kind of has a rhythm or flows nicely, but I really do like doing lots of rhyming or making sure it flows nicely. I'm definitely a perfectionist when it comes to that. Now we're gonna be getting into the actual juicy stuff, the actual reading of my poems. This is literally why you clicked on this video. You wanted to hear my poems, so let's get into it. Okay, first, this is definitely one I've been really excited to share for a long time, but I have a collection of poems I've been making for probably I think I started this in 2024. I think I started this a while back. It's a collection of fairy or fantasy kind of themed poems that all have to do with really important things that I think we should need to speak up more about or talk about in society, and yeah, just lots of things like that, and all while using symbolism of fairy stuff. And the title, I wanted to give it kind of like the collection kind of a title, so I'm calling it Chant des Filles, which in French means Song of the Fairies. I think I have right now like 6 or 7 poems in the collection, but I'm just going to be reading 2 of them. This first one is called How the Little Pixies Run. Oh, how the little pixies run, sweet and young, merrily having fun. They skip through fields of flowers, not a single one cowers at the tall and living trees. They mustn't pass the edge of the wood, nothing in there could be good. Well, not for the little pixies, no, they must be protected from the foe. Oh, how the little pixies run, they laugh and play and dance a ton. Such innocent, pure souls, their eyes like little coals. They speak their minds with ease, and always do as they please. They love whoever loves them, cause harmless mischief and mayhem. Oh, how the little pixies run, hide them away from harm and hatred so they may dance in the sun. And this one, oh my goodness, I love it so much. I love it so much. It's really long. This is one of the longer ones in the collection. And I don't know. And this one is really important to me. If you can't really tell, it's about children and protecting their innocence and just my appreciation for how much I just love kids in general. Children are just such a blessing, and I don't know. I love them so much. And this is kind of just about protecting their innocence and protecting them from the darkness of the world. I don't know. I feel like if I ever, like finish the collection, I wonder if I should publish these and like make it into a poem book. Like that would be cool. Now the second and the last one I'm gonna be reading from my Chant des Filles collection of poems is titled Like a Fairy, and this one was the first one I ever wrote in this little like collection. It's it's one of my favorites. I really like it. Her words are always twisted like rope coiled round a throat. Her words bewitch you and make you feel as if you float. Almost magic, sort of tragic, are her illusions haptic. She dances with a flourish as if she had wings. It's truly surreal when she sings. Her vocal cords like a harp, yet the words she sings so sharp. Is she enchanted? Will your wish be granted? No, for she misleads your desire, and soon of you she'll tire. It's even sort of scary how she's really like a fairy. Oh my goodness. I love this one so much. I'm probably gonna say that about like every single one of these, but this one, if you could really tell, this is kind of based off of one of my like ex-friends. She was a special one. So she was this really toxic friend that I had back in middle school. I was in this really toxic friend group, and this song is kind of based off of her in the way that she was the I kind of went to this little like homeschool group for girls, and she was the popular one there. Um, and everyone like basically worshipped her. Like so many of my friends were just like, I don't know, completely in awe of her. It was so weird. I'm like, I don't get the hype, but okay. And she was just really, really mean and toxic, and she was just this bratty little princess who got her way. And so I kind of wrote this poem about her because it seemed like she almost had everyone under some kind of enchantment or something, because what the heck was going on, bro? There were just a couple I wanted to read from my little like fairy poems. And the second one I wanted to read, I have actually already shared some of it on my channel. So this one is titled Lonesome, and I don't know when I wrote this. It was sometime earlier this year. This one is called Lonesome, and I'll just get into reading it. Sometimes life's lonely, you're a speck on a sphere, like a small lonesome sailboat, not a soul to hold dear. Yet one thing to remember, and this you must do, the same moon you gaze at, your soulmate does too. And they're also quite lonely, they want someone true, to hold close to their heart, what they really want is you. So although you're lonesome now, look around, just see, all the people wandering this world, they're like you or like me. And, oh my goodness, this one, I love it so much. This one, it took me a while, even though it's pretty short, it took me a while to write. Um, and I know it's like simple, but it's so powerful. It may be simple, but it is a powerful message. And it really has like themes of hope for me and like, I don't know, just giving people who feel like really lonesome some hope, you know? So that's that one. Okay, now this is the last one that I wanted to share, but this one is called Popsicles in Winter. Now, someone I know is going to recognize that. I actually was hanging out with one of my writer friends once, and I don't know which one of us kind of came up with it, but like we just kind of came up with this like prompt, and then we decided let's both write a poem based off this prompt, Popsicles in Winter, and see how each of us, you know, how each of the poems turn out based on our own creativity, and they were both quite different, which was really interesting, and it was a fun thing to do. So if you have a writer friend, I recommend trying something like that, and it'll really give you just like a boost of creativity if you're in a writing slump. You explain friends' hurtful words like ice cutting through your heart, yet it's ironic how you also tear me apart. How do you confess such things? Are you really the one who's the victim here? You claim that you're endlessly bullied, but you call me cruel names whispered right in my ear. You're confusing and ironic, like popsicles in winter. You have no warm embrace. Instead, you leave small splinters. Popsicles don't melt in winter. Maybe that's why you're so cold. The supposed degradation you get reflects like a mirror so bold. Why don't popsicles melt in winter? Maybe because the cold weather. The icy pain against icy pain. From this, what do you gain? Oh my gosh, I am in love with this. This might be like one of my favorite ever poems that I've read. Like this is in the top 3 of favorite poems I've ever written. I'm in love with it. It's so good. Just everything about it. The flow, the vocabulary. It's just chef's kiss. And the meaning behind it is another friend. If you can't tell, I like writing poems about people. I've like written like 10 poems about like people. So they're either good or they're bad. Which this one's obviously a bad one. So this is about one of my friends that I had who you know, we were close for a while, but it kind of just, you know, dwindled off. And, you know, she used to vent to me sometimes, but it was really funny because I never vented to her, like, ever. I mean, why would I trust her? She was super toxic. Um, but she would vent to me sometimes, and it just felt like, am I basically your therapist? But then you, like, go ahead and be mean to me. So, I don't know. And I have another friend who like is in a situation really, really similar to this. So, if you're watching this, you know who you are. I know because the other day me and her were talking about this and we're like, oh my gosh, we're literally in the same exact situation. Except it's not really like going on with me anymore, but hers is still. Lastly, today I wanted to discuss some of the upcoming ideas I have for poems because I know I didn't share a ton of poems with you guys, so I hope I didn't like disappoint you, but I didn't want to share too much because, you know, like I don't want to just put everything out there. I want to keep my writing sacred, so which I've been trying to do more lately, you know, just simply posting like quotes, you know, like less big chunks. So to kind of make up for not showing a bunch of my poems in this video, I kind of wanted to share some of the ideas I have for poems at the end. Some ideas I have is this one poem I've kind of started writing is called Melatonin, and I've discussed it with I think one or two of my writer friends, but it is a poem that I'm actually like starting to fall in love with. This is definitely gonna end up being like one of my favorite poems. It's kind of about being just sick and tired of everything and everyone making you feel worse every single day and just carrying that burden and you know just feeling like you're not giving enough to yourself and you're just kind of you know, carrying such a heavy burden that it feels like the melatonin is starting to take over. Um, and I think it's going to end up being quite a long one as well. Then some of the smaller ideas I had for like kind of meanings for poems is I really want to do one on perseverance. I also really want to do a poem on like envy or stealing. And I also want to do one on memories, whether they're good or bad. I'm not decided yet because I feel like I want to write one on good memories and bad memories. And I have ideas for both, so that's going to end up being something interesting for sure. And then lastly, I do want to do a few more chant poems because I feel like there's a few more ideas I have and a few other, fairy-like things I could add to the collection that I feel like would just make it, you know, kind of finished and so I'm definitely going to do a few more of those. I've been really excited to share my poems with you guys. This has been like such a special thing I've been excited to do because I love poetry so much. And I'm hoping I can give you guys more updates on it in the future and, keep you guys more in touch with my poetry. I did want to kind of do this because I know I'm not going to be able to focus on poetry for a while and I kind of just wanted to get it out there that I do poetry and what my poetry is like because I'm kind of going to be getting into like the nitty gritty of my writing projects. Like I'm getting into like the oof stuff where I'm like starting to write out the scenes, doing lots of plotting, and like even some of them I might start writing soon. So really going to be getting into the tough stuff and I'm probably not going to have a ton of time to do poetry. But this was so much fun to do. I'm so glad I got to do this. If you guys enjoyed and you want to see more poetry stuff, be sure to like the video or comment which your favorite poem was that I showed you guys. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!